Hello guys, and welcome to a new Still Division 2 video today by myself and Attack Power.
Hey guys, glad to be here.
In this video we have for you game 2 of a best of 3 between Protoss and Onord in the final of the July monthly tournament. Today they're going to be playing on Haroshaje, and on our left in the red team we have Protoss using the 43rd Reserve Army and the Maverick deployment type, and on our right in the blue team we have Onord using the 44th Guards Rifles and the Maverick deployment type. So yeah, a little bit of a trigger warning there for people. I know in the last game it was even Americans versus Americans, and now it's Russians versus Russians, so deal with it, I guess.
I'm sorry, 10v10 community, I am.
All right, well, what do you think about these divisions?
Well, I will say 43rd is one of my favorite allied divisions. I'm not saying it's not because it's good. I just, for whatever reason, I really like them. I love their special infantry. They have big Strafniki essentially, but with fanatical trait, and they're very strong. You know, T-34-85s and things. But Protoss letting 44 Strelki get through. Oh god, this division gives me legitimate nightmares. I hate this division. It has all kinds of off map, tons of off map, T-34-85s, solid Soviet infantry. This and like wonderful, what is it? The TUSs, TU2Ss. Those bombers give me hives. That's
you legitimately have nightmares about that. This is like the first 1v1 game I played against you was the 44.
Yes. God, it's so, I hate this division. It's so good and it's so miserable to play against. Oh, very important. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that like button down there for both of our channels. It really helps us out a lot, and it's totally free to all you to just hit that button real quick.
God, you've got that down to a T. All right, well, let's have a quick look at what Protoss is getting down here. On the top side, he's got the PTRS and the SG-43 and the Tankos. Further down, he's got a couple more PTRS, the Tankos, the Strafniki with that fanatical trait there with the Chernos, T-34-85 and an SU-152 at the start. Strafniki on the center road with the PTRS, and on the bottom side, he has the SG, PTRS, 2 Tankos separately, 2 Chernos, and an SG-43. It's nice to see the SU-152 in there. That's going to be able to match up to the SU-152s of the 44th as well.
Yeah, those are fun. Those are good, solid 2K range HE.
Let's have a quick look at Onord's setup. Got those PTRS on the top there. Further down, more PTRS, some Flamers, OB, and the 25mm AA, a 2-star vet again at the start, with a T-34-85 9044 joining the crew. On the bottom side, it's going to be 3 more PTRS-41s, the Flamers, and 3 Avtos. So loads and loads of PTRSs. We're going to have to watch out for these PTRS engagements at the start. Both sides just got loads of them.
Yeah, whose PTRS rush will be more powerful? Who will come out on top? It's going to just kind of be an embarrassing, like everyone unloads and just looks at each other because the PTRSs don't have long-range weapons, like for infantry, so they'll just look at each other.
Yeah. Yeah, the PTRS is great though because it does have that magazine compared to the PTRD. So it rapid fires and can kill multiple transports very quickly if you're not careful. And since they're going to be pretty much spread all over the map, I wouldn't be surprised if both players maybe get caught out in different parts of the map.
Yeah, we'll have to see who's fast on the micro. I will say, Protoss is very light up north, and this is a very common, like, when you're on blue side, you kind of have to push this northern chunk of 3 flags because you can't really push the southern part. There's only that 1 flag. The others are way too far back. So this is a surprisingly light defense. Now, one of the bigger issues with 43rd Reserve is your units are expensive. So it's hard to have tons of them like 44th. Just look how many blue units there are compared to red units.
Yeah, Onord did actually add some stuff to that top side. He's got the SG, the OB, and the Avtos and Gavardia up there now. But Protoss coming out with an IL-2 and a Yak-9 at the start, which would basically...
There's all the points.
Yeah, there's the points that he didn't have on the ground. IL-2 are really useful for like strafing transports at the start, but the Yak-9 going to be coming straight in with the bombing run. Onord's going to be forced to unload those early to avoid them dying in the transports.
So. He really needed to... I don't know if he could have known, but if he could have retargeted to try to hit that AA, that would have been absolutely massive if he had bombed that AA and killed it.
Well, that IL-2, you had it right-clicked on the Yak-9 and then turned it off I think he maybe was trying to turn it to attack the other IL-2 there that got forced back by the 25mm, but neither plane's going down. PTRS is just zooming forwards here, straight past the SG on the bottom side.
I haven't seen any PTRS kills. I've seen them just one by each other. These PTRS are fighting, so let's see who wins that out.
The PTRS on the bottom side
kills.
for Onord just gets pinned down, but look at the 2 PTRS that Onord has. He's got one that's going to unload on the road, like all the way back at this land spawn, and then he's going to be sending the other one to the middle of the map. That's just brutal.
That's so gross. And then up north, he's sneaking one up and around. If he does not get a transport snipe from these, I will be shocked.
A nice bombing strike there from the IL-2 cluster plane. Pinned down all of the infantry here on the bottom side and killed the half-track. That was actually really effective.
Yeah, and that's that HE cluster plane, which most people don't use because usually they're not very strong. The Tanko's in the town, going to come up against these Ognamachiki. Let's see if they should be able to match up pretty well, especially at this range if the Ognamachiki doesn't fire their flamer, which they are not.
Yeah.
And they get wiped.
If they're too close, then the flamer can't fire.
Shoot, yeah.
So the number of SMGs will win. Also in this case, the Molotov technically should win against the flamer because you can dodge the flame easier than you can dodge a Molotov. So should be cleaning up both of those squads.
Up north, Onord pushing forward. Now, Protoss did notice the PTRS, I guess, so he's got these Chernos. I'm assuming he's going to unload and try to find this PTRS. All he's got, though, is a KV-1S coming up, and there's a lot of infantry, and all he's got is a Tanko squad. That's dangerous.
Yeah, and in the town, things are looking relatively light for Protoss as well. I don't think he really got the value out of that initial bomber that he'd hoped.
Nope.
So that was like 9,500 points, right, for that Yak 9. Plus the IL-2 is like, I think it's like 95 points or something. 75 points, 75. So there was a lot of points invested, and he basically got no kills from it. So kind of put him at a disadvantage early on. M2A1 on the bottom side getting killed by the Avtos, and these Avtos are in a really good position right now to kill these Chernos as they approach the heavy cover. If he times it right, runs back, runs forwards as they start coming in, he could really chunk them, but he's actually just going to let them in. He'll probably be just as effective with the Avtos at close range anyway, so...
Chernos won't do much of anything against these units in here, especially with the Ognamachiki's flames as well. That's rough, because that's usually a flag Red can definitely grab and kind of hold for a while. And now Protoss still has a 1311. He's got a flag in the town there, just because he needs to move these Strafniki officers up. They're really far back. I think all the PTRSs scared him, which I understand. They're all over the place now.
Yeah, but you are correct. Like, that one at the back of the town there that's not even moving does definitely need to be moving up a little bit. You got a Straff engaging a Cavadia on the top side. The Cavadia, again, heavy cover to no cover engagement. I feel like Protoss got caught out by this in the last game quite a lot as well, where he's like pushing into Onord and getting his infantry killed very quickly by those engagements.
Yeah, just a serious cover differential, and you really can't do that. This game punishes you immensely for it. I mean, understandably, they're standing out in the open and the other guys are standing behind trees. Who's going to win, you know?
Yeah. LA7's trying to come in for the IL-2s. One of the LA7's already forced back by the AA. And then now it looks like Protoss trying to micro the engagement against the Yak-3. Yak-3 is super fast. It's at 625 km per hour speed. LA7 with a 645 km per hour speed. So these air engagements can be quite difficult to micro because stuff moves so fast. IL-2 nearly going down there, but the Yak-3 overshooting because of its speed. So IL-2 is going to get out, and well, we'll have to see if the LA7 can finish the job on the Yak.
Yeah, and that failure to kill the Zenart 25mm at the beginning of the game definitely biting Protoss in the butt, because again, if he didn't have this AA, his fighters could actually be like effective right now. Oh, Bomber misses completely.
Yeah.
Does not hit a thing, and that's
the
rough.
B again just not doing anything, and just basically means that it's another 100 points wasted. I mean, that's probably the same one as before, but even so, just not getting value out of it at all. IL-2 coming in with a cluster onto the KV-1S. If it's already damaged, that would potentially kill it. With 2 striking the target, maybe? No, maybe? Not quite.
Yeah, they're HE, so they really are not designed for tanks at all.
Yeah, it would only be if like it was already damaged, and those 2 strikes have damaged it. I would say like a third would probably get the kill now, but
the Tankos might surrender it if they insta-surrender these Chernos. The Tankos, if he hops them over, no, it looks like he's going to miss that opportunity. That would have been huge.
Because the front line isn't pushing over the Tanko due to the M2A1, it's not allowing him to get the surrender there. Meanwhile, in the middle...
Out in the town, the Onord's making a big push, and Protoss doesn't really have anything there. I mean, these Strapniki officers are really strong, but unsupported against a T-34 and a lot of Gavardia DP, I don't think they're going to do very well.
Yeah, he needs a leader with them as well to really like get the most out of them. Like those would be 2 vet 20-man squads with 3 MGs. They would absolutely slice and dice the guards in the open if he had them in the correct positions to take advantage of the engagements. But now he's like not even technically in the green cover because he's engaging from the guard and not actually in the building, and it's costing him again.
Yeah, he's really got to let Onord come to him a little bit. I understand being aggressive, but he's essentially just pushing his troops out of cover just to fight 3 inches off of the house. Oh, the PTRS is holding up the T-3485. I mean, and he had to unload the Strafniki because of it too, which is bad. He needs those reinforcements, and now they're never getting there.
Yeah, they're going to be running after the PTRS the whole time. The PTRS is going to smoke itself off, delay that for a while, and that's just going to give more and more time for Onord to keep these guards pushing with the T-34s in the town if he chooses to do so. Currently only sitting on a 13-11. There actually hasn't been like too much of an advantage in flags one way or another yet, but the amount of units is certainly starting to build up for Onord quite significantly.
Oh yeah, and up north we can see progress is starting to be made once this Tanko reconnects with the front line. They'll give him that flag, and whenever he finds this Tanko in the forest, that's the only reason he's holding this other flag. And there it is, there's the bubble. The bubble is happening.
Yep. And the Tanko in the town on the top side, it's already used up all its Molotov, so as soon as the Avtos come back, should be able to win that engagement at close range. But the veterancy here really paying off for Onord with these 2-star guards and the Tanko Comrati in there. On the bottom side, things are just pretty chill after those initial engagements, although Protoss did also get a PTRS onto the road back there. So both players getting those sneaky ones in. TU2S though coming with a bomb strike on the top side. Was that for the Tankos? Yes, it was. So going to be pinning those down. That's another
that flag there as well.
Yeah, there we go. 15-9.
And now we have a 15-9. Yeah, and another double star Zenart going to totally brick wall that LA7. All right, I'm going to have to really think about double vetting my AA now. I'm always afraid of losing it and not having enough, but man, it just seems so effective.
I think in the early game, it's super strong because there's not often much that can kill it. You know,
Yak 9 finally gets a kill, but it's probably going to die because of it. This double star 25 mil just putting the damage on.
Yeah, you say that, but
target.
The suppression also causes only to get surrendered, and the Yak 9's going to go down as well. So it's like really bad trades.
Big deal.
Still,
T-3485 in the town has taken a penetration, I think, from the T-3476 from the side, most likely. And the other thing with the reserve army, their infantry really doesn't have AT grenades or any heavier AT. Like, it's all PTRDs and PTRSs. So Onord's really safe driving around this T-3485 in the town.
Yeah, and these DT machine guns that the T-34s have were like kind of buffed recently.
They were buffed, not kinda, they were.
Well, yeah, they were buffed recently, so they definitely help a lot with infantry suppression, particularly when they're in heavy cover. So it's really nice.
They're actually useful now. Oh, that LA7's I don't know if it'll go down, but it's definitely getting out of there. Trying to cover for that Yak 9B, but it's not going to get in. It's going too deep.
Yeah. The 2-star 25 mils, like these 25 mils, sometimes I feel like they're like a little bit overpowered. Like,
they seem so much better than 20 mils. Like,
yeah,
it's not even
exactly.
Close.
Yeah.
It's shocking. It's hard to believe 5 millimeters is making that much of a difference in its killing power.
Uh-huh, definitely.
Because these single 25 mils are easily suppressing planes by themselves. When I have a single 20 mil, like as an Axis player, it doesn't do crap to planes. It's like a joke. It's like tickling them.
Nord's brought in the ZIS-3 here. It's going to be using it to pretty much indirect arty the 85 at range, so that's going to help pin it down, maybe allow the T-34s to get a little bit more aggressive there.
Might even try to just send that IL-2 in to go bomb it.
Possibly. I think he's looking for the bombing strike onto the 82 mm mortars on top side here, though. That's why he's pinged them. He's pinged them to basically mark the location, and now he's going to be coming in for that cluster bomb.
This is going to be ugly.
Depends. It might be too spread because of the suppression on the aircraft.
Nope. It's going to get one of them. Almost kill the other.
LA7 did try and come in there and get the kill. It might actually be able to go onto the back of it. Has plenty of time to do so.
And it's already smoking, so it should take it down. This could be finally a kill.
Oh, wow.
No. Those IL-2s are tanks in the sky.
Now the IL-2 coming in with the cluster bomb onto the 85 itself, but the SU-152 does the job. Double Yak 3 on the back of the LA7. That goes down as well.
Oh.
Protoss going to call it there. It was just getting a bit out of hand.
That was going bad.
After 11 minutes and 47 seconds, Onord's going to be victorious. 820 kills to 115 losses, and that means that he is going to be the victor of the July monthly tournament. Congratulations to Onord. Commiserations to Protoss. Unfortunately, that one kind of fell away from him.
Protoss. Yeah. Congrats to Onord picking up another gold medal for himself there. Awesome player. Always good to see him play. He's right up there with the likes of Gonzo and stuff at this point. I think play-wise, he's just a really, really good player. Yeah, I don't think anything really went right for Protoss that game. And that just shows you the power of 44th. And when you put a division like that in the hands of like Onord, it's an uphill battle. Up a straight cliff battle.
Yeah, and good use of veterancy in the middle to really make his guards super strong. And he had plenty more infantry availability than Protoss due to that air start from Protoss, which was a little bit cheesy, but I think maybe with the disparity in divisions, Protoss maybe felt like he needed to go for something like that, but Onord's a very good player, so he's not going to really allow himself to be too affected by like a cheese air opener like that.
Yeah, I mean, it did allow Protoss to get in. When you play a tournament game, everything goes, and while the air start can be a little cheesy, there is a legitimate purpose to it. Even if you kill nothing, it does stop all his fast troops from getting into the town. The problem is Protoss just didn't have the troops to follow it up. There wasn't enough. It's not like he's solidified in the town. If he had really thrown a whole bunch of Strafniki and stuff in there, locked it down, then it would have been worth it. But he just didn't have enough to follow it up.
Yeah, I think also the Strafniki that he did have weren't far enough forwards.
Well. Yeah, they weren't positioned very well.
So they couldn't punish, and they couldn't punish when Onord pushed forwards, and then he was forced to counter react to Onord's push, and then getting caught out by it, which was a bit of a shame.
Yeah. So good games. Good game. Well, definitely game 1. Game 2 was kind of a blowout.
Yeah,
we can describe it as such. But yeah, fun match for them. Congrats again to Onord there for another gold star in his record. And congratulations to Protoss, though. He hasn't been in the finals of a tournament in quite a while, so good for him for getting there. You can hop over to my channel to see how he kicks my butt in the semifinals.
Yeah, and do make sure to check him out on Twitch, twitch.tv/SDL.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Does stream quite often.
And go consider joining the SDL Discord. You can get access to all these tournaments. They're free to play. You just sign up. League goes through them as well, and they have all kinds of fun opportunities to kind of play, I'm going to use air quotes, competitive Steel Division 2. So if you're looking for a chance to prove yourself and put yourself up against similar skilled players, go check it out.
Yeah, or just get better, because there's loads of people who are willing to help you out.
Absolutely.
But that is it. Yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, I guess, short but sweet final between Onord and Protoss. It's good to be back with you, Attack Power, doing some competitive commentary. I know people like it.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for league playoffs. I'm sure we'll be hitting up Division 1 of League, and maybe even Division 2 if we're really feeling the music.
Indeed.
And yeah, hit that like button, guys. Smash it. Actually, smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button so we can see you again. And thanks so much for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Have a fantastic day.